follow that step. So you have to get it in decreasing degree, which we have just done here. Now you can stack it. The one with the most terms goes on top. The smaller one goes below, justified to the left. Every single piece in the top is going to get multiplied like that. Y squared times y to the first, folks, is y cubed. Y times negative 2y. Yep. And positive 3 times positive y. Good. We're done with our y's, which means at this point we can put a placeholder 0 and move one position inward to the right. Next, we're going to do the top times the 2. We're going to multiply the top times the 2. Y squared times positive 2 is positive 2y squared. Negative 2y times positive 2? Good. Positive 2 times positive 3? Uh-huh. All right. Let's combine both of those products, and you'll get the total product. Y cubed, what happens to the y squareds? Cancel. Yep, nothing. 3y and negative 4y? Uh-huh. Plus 6. There's your answer. You can only combine like terms with like terms, and if you do your arranging correctly, you'll never have a problem there. They do get a little bit bigger. You might have a 4-part instead of a 3-part, but really it's not, doesn't change the process at all. Not a big deal. How you guys feel about that? Okay. The next thing I want to show you is what if what if you're given an equation? And this is the last thing I want to share with you guys. What if you're given x plus 2 x minus 5's product equals x minus 1 x minus 3? What do you got to do in order to solve this thing? First, you got to multiply everything out, right? And you can either multiply it separately, like say this, and then that and that. You can do it that way. That's how we'll do it. So let's do the first, the greens. X and x is what? X and negative 5. X times negative 5? Negative 5x. 2 times x? 2 times negative 5? Negative 10. The other side, green, x times x? It's x squared. X times negative 3? Negative 3x. Orange, negative 1 times x? Negative 1 times negative 3? Positive 3. Combine your x's, looks like here and here, so you've got x squared minus 3x minus 10 is equal to x squared. The combination here is 4x. Okay? Yes?
So it's what I did wrong. I just put those two.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you didn't multiply it. No.
Okay, so you can't do it that way.
Right, because you didn't multiply it. What
Okay.
you did is you just moved stuff around.
Okay.
Because this says x plus 2 as it is times x minus 5 as it is. And notice you have a completely different result than I do. Yeah. Yeah. This here cannot be separated or maneuvered. You can't just say, well, I'm going to move this over here and this over there, and yeah. All right, but good question. Let's combine our x squareds by subtracting these guys to that side, which cancels them out basically. They're the same on the left as on the right. Let's add our 4x's. And you end up with a single x over here. Add our 10, and that equals 13. So you're left with x on the left and 13 on the right. And that ends up being the answer. You're going to end up seeing more and more of those, and you have to multiply them the way the book teaches you. You have to multiply each piece here in this binomial by each piece here. Think of a binomial as the number 62, say, times the number 23. You cannot just rearrange this and say, well, it would be easier for me if I made it 22 times 63. Is that going to give you the same product? No. But I want to put these two numbers together, and I want to put these two numbers together. You can't move stuff around. This is x plus 2. This is x minus 5. You're finding the product of what x minus 2 times x minus 5 is. Okay? All right. I would like to do one more really quick with you of practicing just the multiplication thing. Here we go. Last one. Negative 2 plus 3z multiplied by 2z squared minus 3z cubed plus 2 minus z. Is this in the correct order? Lee, what would you do with this one? 3z minus 2, good. And then over here, in decreasing degree of z, what's the largest degree? Yes, negative 3z cubed. What comes next? Uh-huh. And then minus z plus 2. Yep. Wonderful. Stack the largest one on top. Negative 3z cubed plus 2z squared minus z plus 2. 3z minus 2. And start multiplying. First, we're going to do the big polynomial by that first term, which is this one. So you end up with negative 9z to the fourth plus 6z cubed minus 3z squared plus 6z. Placeholder, and now we're going to do everything in the top by negative 2, which is positive 6z cubed minus 4z squared plus 2z minus 4. Watch your signs. Positive and negative matters. Add everything together, and you have your answer. If anything is opposite signs, obviously they cancel each other out, but that's your sum there, folks. That is it in a nutshell.